So as far as like your business model as a whole, because one thing I've been really curious about lately is like stable online models. Because I know a lot of affiliates, a lot of media buyers, man, it's like boom or bust. They don't get a lot of stability out of it. Recently we had a dinner with the company and they do like 100 million a year, or this year they're going to do, they said they're on track. They did like 70 last year and they're an advertiser. And they were saying being an advertiser is the most stable business model, online model that they've seen.
Probably not. I mean, I don't think that's entirely true. There's a lot of fluctuations and things. The goal is just to build up your recurring as much as you can. That's stable. And it's to build out an offer with crazy profitability that you know is going to sustain. Because, like, I mean, we shouldn't kid ourselves. Costs are going to rise over the next 3 years.
I agree.
5 years. I mean, it's a real estate game. And there's only so much real estate and everybody's trying to buy it.
Yeah.
And you have to, you know, that doesn't make for a stable market, nor should it. It's pure competition. So is it a stable game? No, it's not, but there's ways to win at it, you know.
What would you say gives you guys an edge?
I think our ads are extremely creative. So I think Brandon is extremely charismatic. So if somebody was just to come and do their own fitness offer, it'd be very difficult. When people, like when I go to the gym with Brandon all the time and people come up to us all the time, it's like, oh my God, I saw your ads, blah, blah, blah. So as a marketer, what do? I talk to them and say, hey, what was it about Brandon that you liked? What didn't you like? And I pick their brain. And all the time it's that Brandon is memorable. He's charismatic. He knows what he's doing. And he has the social credibility of Instagram and then also by teaching these influencers.
Nice.
So the big part is our ads, Brandon, our offer is very good. And then we're also really nerdy in terms of back-end internet marketing.
Nice.
So that combination is great because most people don't have the entire combination. They're great marketers, but they don't have, you know, the Brandon counterpart that I have, or they don't have the creative counterpart that is needed to drive good quality traffic these days.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who's basically like, let's say doing drop shipping right now or doing affiliate stuff, and they wanted to build something more stable, kind of like what you've built, not exactly in the fitness niche, but what kind of advice would you give those people to go find the right person to that fits the description that they would need to build something similar to you?
Yeah. I mean, I think it starts with somebody you probably already follow, right? So you have to do some of your own internal psychology of like, who do I follow?
Yeah.
Who do I already follow? Why do I follow them? What makes me follow them? Like, and then you could kind of backtrace it a little bit. So for me, I followed Brandon for a long time. I was a fan of his.
Yeah.
And why was I did some thinking. I was like, why was I a fan of his? I was like, oh, he's entertaining. I learned things from him. He solves a problem, all of these things. So it could be anything. It could be, I don't know, a basketball trainer that you follow online. It could be a chef. It could be a chess player. I don't know. It could be a poker player. Like there's all these people that you're probably already have interest in that you could probably iterate on and help.
Yeah. That's cool. That's smart, man.
What about for people who want to get on the online game in general, man? If you give them like 2 tips that they should, you know, they could apply to get started, what would those be?
Yeah. So I think the biggest tip would be fail fast. So a lot of people I see is they try to get in and then their first thing doesn't work and then they give up and get discouraged.
Yeah.
And I understand that because it is discouraging because you put a lot of time and effort into it. But in business, you know, things are not easy. And as long as you fail fast and learn from it, I think you'll be fine. Nothing is really a loss. Everything's a gain in the end of the day.
Totally.
You learn how to do something out of the process. So look at that. And then the second thing is fail cheap, right? So fail fast, fail cheap. You don't want to, you know, don't sink your life savings into something. You know, test fast. That's why drop shipping is great, right? Because you could test offers fast. You could test products fast. You could put up a site fast and you could learn things. So as long as you fail fast and fail cheap, you'll always learn something and you'll always come out a winner. So just those 2 things, I think you're good.
And I feel too, like all that stuff's going to compound over time because you'll find out what doesn't work, what does, and then eventually get a winning formula.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest guys in the game that you guys probably talk to every day have tested hundreds of things, right?
Oh yeah.
And they continue to. It's like, it's not something that stops either. Or like Facebook changes and their offer gets banned and, you know, 3 months later, they're spending $100,000 a day now on Facebook on their offer because now it's compliant. Right. Like they're always going, man. They don't stop.